Greetings to everyone from St.Gabriel'S. I, Jidanya, P. Naidruva, and M. Narendranath are happy to present our digital project on urban forestry, a novel initiative globally. It's an open secret that the Earth's wellness is turning into illness. It's $1 million question as to how we can reinforce and reverse the illness into wellness again. The Earth is burning, it's become difficult to breathe. Environmentalists, scientists, and meteorologists, everyone who is a little literate on the climate change and its threat, are voicing out the fact that we, as the population, have posed a great threat to the entire world, its wellness. In the very recent studies, it was declared that an average rate of 0.13 degrees Fahrenheit of temperature has increased. This calculation was given by National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA's 2020 Annual Climate Report. However, the average rate of increase since 1981 has been more than twice the rate. The polar ice caps are melting at an alarming rate. The thickest ice in the Arctic has declined by stunning 95%. Everywhere on the earth, the ice is changing. The famed snows of Kilimanjaro have melted more than 80% since 1912. Most of the Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Spanish wells are projected to be underwater by 2050 because of climate change and global warming. Warming of the ocean surface leads to temperature stratification, posing threat to the ocean life. The sea level rise will lead to an increase in sedimentation for reefs, leading to smothering of coral. Continuing declines in soil moisture can increase the need for irrigation in agriculture, leading to smaller yields and even desertification. A total of 13 EU member states have declared that they are affected by desertification. The environmentalists world over are voicing out their opinions, suggestions, and studies over the red data of biodiversity. Climate change has a major impact on soil, and changes in land use and soil can either accelerate or slow down climate change. Without healthier soil, sustainable land, and soil management, we cannot tackle the climate crisis, produce enough food, and adapt to a changing climate. International Union for Conservation of Nature IUCN maintains this red data book as climate change affects species in myriad ways, including expansion, contraction, migration of habitat, increased incidence of disease, and invasive species. It's a warning signal that these climate changes are causing biodiversity extinction. These are more global problems, changing the wellness of the earth to illness of the earth. These warning signals pose a great threat to the wellness of the earth as there is food shortage and thus rising conflicts among the people of the globe. How can we change this illness to wellness? Every drop makes an ocean. Every individual should shoulder the responsibility to make the hotter earth greener. Then only with the carbon emissions, greenhouse gases, and all the sunny pollutions can be checked. How is it possible? Is there any way to make the greens greener? Yes, we have an answer. The answer might be in preserving and restoring the key ecosystems and letting nature capture carbon from the atmosphere. The African countries have achieved this feat as they are building the Great Green Wall. It's an epic ambition to grow an 8,000 kilometers natural wonder of the earth across the entire width of Africa. It's a symbol of hope in the face of one of the biggest challenges of our time, desertification. Launched in 2007 by African Union, this game-changing initiative is aimed at restoring degraded landscapes and regions. But here, the Great Green Wall is an open area. What if there is no open land? What about the concrete jungles? The great expansion of concrete jungles, clearing the forest and the greenery. How can we restore this forest in the urban concrete jungles? Yes, it is done by urban forestry. This is the solution in the present day world. It's a small step to leap into the future of making ill earth to well earth.
Urban forestry can be networks or systems comprising all woodlands, which include forests, street trees, trees in parks, gardens, and derelict corners. London is the largest urban forest in the world with more than 8 million trees. Urban forest strategy is to increase the canopy trees and maximize the economic, social, and environmental benefits. Care and management of urban forests is called urban forestry. Urban forests can be privately and publicly owned. Some municipal forests may be located outside a town or city to which they belong. Urban forestry plays an important role in the ecology of human habitats in many ways. Besides the beautification of the urban environment, they offer many benefits like impacting climate and the economy while providing shelter to wildlife and recreational area for city dwellers. In our country, urban forestry is launched as the Nagavan project to develop 200 urban forests across the country. In accordance with it is the Van Mahotsav in India and Haritaharam in our state Telangana. Van Mahotsav is a forest festival or annual tree planting festival celebrated in the month of July from 1st to 7th to spread awareness of forest conservation, to save the environment and all the more to increase urban forests. India has taken a target of creating additional 2 billion carbon sequestration by 2030. Van Mahotsav dates back to 1947, first organized by Punjabi botanist M.S. Randhawa, later encouraged and undertaken by national leaders like Dr. Rajendra Prasad and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Established on 3rd July 2015 with a budget of 550 crores in rupees. Telanganaku Haritaharam or simply Haritaharam is a large-scale tree planting program implemented by the government of Telangana to increase the tree cover in the state.
Vertical farming is a pioneering idea enabling food produce environmentally friendly. It's a kind of indoor farming. It's possible to grow anything using vertical farming. At homes, kitchen gardens can be made using this novel idea. It gives fresh vegetables and also purifies air indoors. Used plastic containers or bottles can be reused, reducing waste. As it has no requirement of large open area, can be grown in our balconies too.
What about us, the Gabrielites? What are we doing to make possible the urban forest? We have the Green Corps, Genwin, where we learn to manage the 3 R's, and one of them is planting trees. To escalate, to encourage, to embrace planting trees, whereby we become a drop of the ocean in the attempts of making urban forests possible. We have had the initiative taken up by adopting the plants around us as vertical gardens on the campus. We have had the habit of gifting plants to the campus, to our societies where we dwell, and also to the public parks or our societies and colonies to yoke the responsibility of developing the urban forests around us in the school under the guidance of our teachers. And the result is amazing. We achieve wellness from illness, and thereby we will be the pearl in the string that ties the global citizens to bring wellness of the earth. Thank you. God bless.